Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Barshu, Yahweh Shah, Barshu, Badash, double honor to Apostle Hills, Great Millstone, who's moving with C12, Shah 144,000 men that especially can believe in this right on all true sincerity, by sacrificing their lives and wants to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening, and shalom to the Israelite force scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. Shalom yet again. And this video will be entitled. This video right here will be entitled "We Are Not in the New Covenant." This video, basically, this video came about because basically, Assad and the new Genesis crew, whatever. I think I'm pretty sure that's the crew name. Uh, they ultimately, one was the sorry, yeah. One of the group was debating the fact that we're in the covenant. The other one was saying we was. One group was saying we are in the new covenant, and one was saying we're not in the new covenant. So ultimately, one group was right, but what we get now? We just said nothing. Ultimately, this new covenant right here, this isn't fulfilled yet. This will be fulfilled when Yahushua returns. So now we're in grace right now because Yahushua came down and was a sacrifice for the nation of Israel to bring us back. What's that? It's in Romans. I'm gonna grab that as well. But ultimately, the Heavenly Father didn't cast away Israel completely. He casted us away for a moment, but ultimately, He didn't completely do away with the nation of Israel. So now I'm gonna go into the covenant. This is Hebrews chapter 8, and I'll say in verse 8. But Salakia, for finding fault with them, he said, "Behold, the days come," saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem outside, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and Judah. And yeah, because ultimately the Lord found fault with us. We was the ones who broke that first covenant. We broke that first contract. We worship gods and idols and everything under the sun. And now we found ourselves in a fucked up position. So when Yahushua came to redeem us, especially in the New Testament, beginning Matthew, Romans, etc., Yahushua was that lamb, that sacrifice, that perfect sacrifice. So now, uh, verse 9, not according to the covenant that I made with the fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yeah, ultimately we broke that first covenant, like I said, we broke that first covenant, the covenant made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but also ultimately we broke that covenant. We was doing a lot of it. It's a lot of things that led up to it, but when compared to that great dealing with that great deliverance out of Egypt, that was one of the that it's been brought up in script multiple accounts that the Lord, the things that He done for us, and we just disrespected it. We done away with it. We worshipped other gods and idols. So therefore, after time and time again, that Jake was sacrificing swine flesh in the temple, fucking in the temple, all of that. You know, and we ultimately were going to fuck off. So the Lord just said, "Fuck it, this is not get out my sight." You know, that's ultimately why we got kicked out the land and went under captivity. Let me see. Let me see. Now, this is Hebrews chapter 8 and verse 10. For this is my covenant. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. Yahweh, I will put my laws in their mind, and I will write them in their hearts, and I will be I will be to them a God. They shall be to me a people. And yeah, ultimately, uh, that second covenant will be made perfect. We won't be going off. We won't be having to, be reminded. Oh, brother, don't do this, don't do that. You will know what to do and not to do, what to eat, not to eat. We won't have mixed fabrics. We won't have none of that. We won't have any of those things. Because ultimately, when that kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai is fully established, we everything's going to be transformed and renewed in Yahweh Shema Shai image. So ultimately, we're not in that new covenant. So that cuts that. That's a cut. Um, Verse 11, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. And that's what we're doing now. We're teaching other Israelites and making videos, doing lessons, going out on Saturdays, making lessons during the week, fasting. We won't have to do all of that. We won't do that in the second covenant because ultimately everybody will know, all Israelites will know the Heavenly Father and the Son, and the heathens will know too because that fear that we don't Jesus do not fear us in the sense of they don't feel the Heavenly Father. They don't give a fuck about the Heavenly Father. So therefore we're not in the new covenant. We're not ruling our enemies. But ultimately, I'll get that too in a second. But ultimately we're not in the new covenant. We've been teaching other Israelites who we are, doing videos, doing lessons. Um, every man's brother know the Lord, for all shall know me, for no, he's the greatest. And ultimately, we want to be teaching, we want to be doing videos, if we was in the new covenant. So that's complete bullshit. That's utter and complete bullshit. We're not in the new covenant. So if somebody says that to you, don't believe it, what the fuck they say. Go to Hebrews 8, go to 1 Corinthians 15, so on and so forth. So now I'm going to go to Ezekiel chapter 11, because ultimately, we still have those stony hearts, and those stony hearts is holding us back, and he's changing darkness to as well. So let me go here. Ezekiel chapter 11, and what, verse 19? Ezekiel chapter 11, and verse 19. I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you. I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, and will give them a heart of flesh. And yeah, we won't have these corrupted fucking minds. We won't be broken. We won't be having sinful thoughts. We won't be acting like we won't be we won't be like filthy rags. Cause you know how you clean a rag and it get right back dirty. We won't be dirty. We will be completely pure, completely cleansed, complete everything, bro. That everything you can imagine in a righteous aspect that we will have. So all of that, oh, well, we in the new covenant. Well, if we in the new covenant, nigga, why you going off? Why are we making videos on you? Why we, things like that. We wouldn't be having to do that if we was in the new covenant. So that complete and utter failure, that breakdown is fucking ridiculous. Verse 20, that they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinances. And yeah, all the Israel don't do that. And even us, GMS and the affiliates, that sincerely believe, we can't fully keep all the ordinances of the Lord because we will end up breaking the motherfuckers. And we will end up breaking it willingly and unwillingly. You would think, like, okay, so, all right, I'll give you an example. Like the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement, we really shouldn't be working. We shouldn't even be. Obviously, you don't eat or drink, but brothers have to work, sisters have to work. We try to do, and even though it's not guaranteed that you get the day off, you can get it requested off and then deny it. So stuff like that, the Passover, stuff like that, the Sabbath. We break the Sabbath. As soon as you like start your car, that's an instant flame, man. Like it's so much things that in the kingdom we be able to keep all ordinances, big and small. Let me see, let me go to verse 20. And keep my ordinances and do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power. Yeah, that will happen in the kingdom. That will happen when Yahweh Bashar Shai completely do away with our stony hearts, and we will be under the direct power of Yahweh Bashar Shai. So now I'm gonna let me see. I'll go to Isaiah. Actually, yeah, I'll go to Isaiah because Man, if we was in the new covenant, we wouldn't be like I said, we wouldn't be making these videos. We wouldn't be in captivity right now. None of that. So everything that you said wasn't that you are not knowing the scripture about Apostle Gabar says. So this is Isaiah chapter. Actually, I go to 2, then I go to 14. This is Isaiah chapter 2, and I think I started at verse 20. No. Is it 2? There's one, so I gotta find it real quick. Uh, Actually, I go to verse 14 and then I jump to 2. Let me see. Actually, no. Yeah, I started at verse 2. This is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain is the Lord's house, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations will flow unto it. That don't happen. That don't happen. It ain't happening right now. That's happening in the new covenant. All these heathens will want to be like us, and ultimately they will have to follow the laws that we're telling them to follow. So therefore, that breakdown ain't that ain't happening. That ain't sound doctrine, man. If we was in the new covenant, they believe brothers would have Edomite slaves. We won't be eating this defiled food. We'll be eating real food. Our clothes from head to toe, from inside to outside, we'll be perfect. And that's complete perfection too when you think about it. That's complete perfection. You from inside and out, from head to toe, you will be made perfect. Your body will be made perfect. Israelites still dying. Israelites still getting sick. Israelites still feel pain. Not just you, but all of the nation of Israel feel pain. Two-thirds included. Verse 3, and many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh, to the house of Yahweh Bashim Shai, the house of the, let me read that, to the house of the God of Jacob, the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways and will walk in his paths. And we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, from Jerusalem. And yeah, we have not, no, we can't do that yet. Not even that. Not all Israel is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Mate, not every Israel is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You still got it's certain. If you was teaching the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord perfectly, you wouldn't be breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. Wouldn't be picking yourself as a living power. You won't be sitting up here riding on a fucking horse when you're in captivity, Negro. Simple as that. Now I'm gonna go to Isaiah 14 now. This is Isaiah chapter 14. I'll start at verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. So therefore, ultimately, you heathens are not of the kingdom. This kingdom that's coming next, y'all will not have no say so, no rulership, no dictator, nothing. Y'all won't have nothing to say but an ass beating, a metal rod up your head. And set them in their land. Yeah, we're not even in our land. We're not in our land. We can't even keep the laws, statutes, and commandments perfectly. We're not in our land. That's for one. And strangers shall be joined unto them, and those strangers are Israelite foreigners. Those aren't no other. No. Ultimately, they should Israel be on top. Uh, but that Daniel's 2, when the Lord said, I'll have to look for it. But ultimately, I'm gonna roughly paraphrase it. Because ultimately, during that statue, that great millstone is the whole Bashim Shai is gonna break that. Once that head of gold going all the way down to the Babylonians, started with the Babylonians, all the way going down to this present day, Rome 2.0. But we're in the toes of that statue. The iron mixed with clay. Yeah, we're in that statue. And the Lord's about to smash that smash this idol, smash that idol of gold, those nations. Let me see. And shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place in the house of Israel, shall possess them in the land of the Lord for the servants and handmaids. And we don't have servants nor handmaids. I don't give a fuck how rich you think you is. We don't have servants or handmaids, man. We don't have none of that right now. We can't even eat healthy. Or so-called health. We can't even eat what's the word I'm looking for? We can't even eat good. And by eating good, I mean eating food that's not defiled. Our bread is defiled among the Gentiles. So ultimately, we can't even eat good. Let me see. And they shall take them captives who captives they were. And yeah, we have no possession over our enemies. And that's just simple. That should be already known. We have no possession over our enemies. Our enemies still in our land. A bastards are doing the ass job. And quite literally, that's what's going on right now. The land of Israel looking like Swiss cheese right now. So therefore, for those individuals to be saying we're in a new covenant, what the fuck? What are you reading? You know? And they shall rule over their oppressors. And ultimately, yeah. And ultimately, we ain't ruling over our oppressors. So yeah, man, I didn't want to make this video long. Long when this video is edifying. But before I close out, I'd like to give my praise to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, and Hakodash. And Lord, when this video is edifying, and long to the next one. Shalom.